We are live once again. I'm live with Judith Schneider, my favorite unit in the whole world.
Your favorite unit. Fantastic.
Yeah,
How
there's no
many
way.
units you have that are not your favorite?
You are the absolute favorite unit there is.
Honor.
It's totally an honor. And I thought we would come on live today and talk about this idea of getting from the WTF that started this year, both figuratively and literally too.
Do you want to say, like, what does that mean? I think some people
I
maybe don't
would, yeah.
understand. Mm.
So anytime we're not getting what we want out of life, there is this part of us, at least for me, that's saying, WTF, why am I here instead of at this other theoretical there place? And that's what today's about, actually. So if you ever found yourself in this place where you're like, I don't like where I'm at right now, but I'm not clear on where I need to go, we're going to talk about a vision, and that's the next step after deciding you don't like where you want to go, where you are right now, is deciding and getting clarity on where you do want to be and where you want to go. So that's what this is about, and we created a shared one, and it's pretty freaking cool. I'm loving it, and so I'm going to share it. So anybody else who watches this ever in their and as long as it's up, which should be probably forever, I don't plan on taking it
It's
down.
scary a little bit, no?
Do you feel scared?
I don't know. Like, I never really show like my vision boards. It's not that I had too many, but I used to have, what is it called? Like mind maps where I just, jot it down. By the way, say hi to my twin.
That's nice. I do like that.
So I just like took some notes basically in mind map fashion, and then yeah, but I
Well,
don't.
if we're gonna lead a little WTF to hell yes, then you know what? We better show our hell yes to people, and maybe we'll
Why
to
else?
people in the process.
Why else do you say WTF? Because maybe some people don't understand it either.
So the other part of WTF is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The year started on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
But the real WTF is what's going on? Why am I here? Why are other people getting these
Why am
results?
I still here?
I mean, come on, let's get real on the actual WTF. So okay, so let's share. Let me do a little share screen.
And then we're gonna do like a walkthrough or what?
Yes, we're gonna walk through.
Oh my goodness me.
We're gonna share an entire screen, and we're gonna walk through. Oh, I canceled it. All right, this is the first time I've shared screen in this particular system.
You know what would be cool if I could stream this also to my channel so that I don't need to do another live basically.
Well, you know what? We'll have to do that later. We'll have to figure that one out next.
Look
Look
at
at
that.
this. Look
Who
at
is
this.
the dude in a white towel in the middle? Or I don't know, just
That's inside of my fitness goals that I'm going to reclaim, because in the last year I myself have gotten away from my actual fitness goals. So I'm going back to best shape of my life for the rest of my life, and that's inside my fitness goals. Who's this lady with the blue yoga pants? She looks a lot tanner than you.
yeah, I mean, in Sweden, you don't have much option to tan unless you go into the tanning salons, which I sometimes do when I go for longer holidays abroad where the weather is very nice and I don't want to burn in the first 2 days. But actually, it's one thing that what I want to do. I used to be able to do pull-ups a couple of years ago, and now I think my condition is not super good. So I think whenever I spend longer time in the US, I haven't cracked basically my exercise regime, and yeah. So
That's
for
what that's
me,
all about. What are the Bitcoins about?
actually, okay. So this is a little bit like, it's not. You could say that it's only about like money, like getting a lot of money. But when I think of the Bitcoins and having lots of Bitcoins, that I actually have some dreams that if I have a lot of money and a lot of Bitcoins, I would love to gift to some people who are near and dear to me. I would just love it to happen, like my godsons and so on. I would be just like, here's a Bitcoin, here's the Bitcoin, here's the Bitcoin. It probably would look like, here is an app with a Bitcoin, here's an app with a Bitcoin, but just being able to say that, like, yeah, it's yours.
So giving some
Use it wisely. That would give like so much.
That's a heck of a lot of Bitcoins if you count them. That looks like about 30 Bitcoins.
Yeah.
30 Bitcoins. I mean, that's a good chunk of Bitcoins.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. And I've got some stuff on there too. And the idea of this is to create a vision for a shared vision for our next year and what we want to create and what we want to manifest in the next year.
I think that 2025 may be a little bit of an overkill for all of this, but now when I look at it, to be honest, yeah, whatever.
Maybe.
I ignored it actually, or I don't think I took that into consideration, to be honest.
It's a good idea sometimes to have a goal that's far enough out there that you're not that it's juicy enough to get to.
Yeah.
I can tell you the first time I got physically fit, my goal was to be in a place that I never was before in my life. And that every part of me thought was just absolute nonsense. And it was nonsense until it wasn't. And then the first time I did goals in a kind of a structured way where I had a vision and I started to repeat it to myself, I had a goal that I was living at my mom's house after failing out of college, and I had a goal that I was going to have, an office on the, a business and a sport fishing boat and a Mercedes and a house by the beach and all these things, and none of them felt real. And my time frame was way too short. It was at that time it was 5 years, and it all happened faster than that. But it was because I had clarity.
Well, Mike is with us and he is cheering for a shared vision.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes. Mike. So yeah, this is our shared vision. And the more we can create one. And I got a little thing on here that says there's chat. I wonder if we can all see it.
I think it's kind of like not that super unique in some way. Because it is a lot about like health journeys and travels, and of course there's like a couple of cars there and real estate or what's not, and some like speaking and there's like some work related stuff there, Formula One of course as well, some real estate and some fun, joy, and my orange alarm concept, which of course the entire world will know about.
Yes.
If they don't know yet. And then we have a lot of shenanigans, right? The little shenanigan icons. I think I put there at least like 5. Yeah. And I don't know whether we have enough nature kind of thing. I wanted to put a nature thing, but then I woke up and then I saw that you
build up the rest of it with more
the rest of that stuff, yeah.
And that's the magic right there, and filling these, and we can always make this. We can always adjust this.
We can always have 2 pages.
What?
We can always have 2 pages, right?
Does this mean I have to add my? I see this Date with Destiny down here. Does this mean I have to add on-site Date with Destiny to my itinerary this year?
What do you mean?
I see this purple date or red Date with Destiny down here. Does this mean
that's my poster? That's my poster for this year, actually.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't mean that I need to go in and change my add my availability that I haven't added yet.
I mean, it's meaningful for me, and I made it red this year. Actually, I used to have all the other colors, and you know that in 2024 now my team was called Spicy Shenanigans, and spicy is very hot and red, and I'm not that fan of actually like this red color, but somehow I thought like in some areas this is something like, this is an interesting concept actually, and maybe I bring it in and let's see whether it's going to be like a fruitful or a valuable discussion for some people. But so I thought that I got a lot complacent, and many years back, there were like so much shit in my life after each other, basically, that I remember the feeling of, being aggravated, being stressed, like always going to sleep with this feeling of like crunched stomach and all these kind of things. But then things got better. I solved a lot of things, life solved a lot of things, and I got complacent actually over the last few years. And I almost felt like I want to pick the red color because it's some spice, some red, some kick in the butt. And you know what I thought, and this is what I'm actually curious about your thoughts, is that it's very interesting that, and you know it well, that right now I also have a couple of things in life which I feel like these are now my next solvable tasks or projects and areas of life to develop develop significantly or make progress.
Mm-hmm.
And I made them so big in my head. And today, actually, in the morning when I had my morning shower, I was thinking like, my God, like a couple of years ago, when I had those other big problems, I would have just like be thankful if I had the issues that I have now on my plate instead of what I had at the time. And I'm thinking like, did I forget like how shit I had? And that was real shit. The things that I have now is like, I don't want to minimize them, but am I making them bigger just because I don't have bigger things? So is it like, yeah, I don't know. I stopped the question, which is not even a question, but maybe you just want to reflect a little bit on the thoughts or whether you can resonate with it.
Absolutely. I look at this and if you have a vision that is big, like this shared vision right here, then the problem is that you're not here yet on what you see on the screen right now, instead of whatever it is that you happen to be focusing on. So this is an exercise in focus, right? To get from where you are to anywhere else, you have to focus on a destination. We're going to have the same size of problems and the same emotional attachments to our problems. Uh, in my experience anyway, we're going to have the same emotional attachments to our lack of success or our lack of progress toward fixing a problem, no matter if our problem is making $5 and getting our first client or getting our 1,000th client. It just depends on where our focus is. And so that's the whole reason we set our goals big and we set our outcomes and start to teach yourself why we're going to do it and repeat it until our minds start to look for these answers instead of those. And so I think that's part of, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's part of what you're thinking about right now.
No.
Impotent goals lead to a lack of focus, and they also lead to a lack of enthusiasm toward making it there.
From my perspective, I just wanted to get some like, does it resonate what I'm saying and whether you've been in a similar situation? But now what I'm hearing is that like you just translate it to whatever your thinking is and you are reiterating that. So not sure whether we spoke the same language here, but
okay. You're like,
it's like, okay, the guy is talking about what he wants to talk about. Damn it, good interview subject, right? Meanwhile, I was just waiting for some like, yes, honey, it's exactly like that.
Yes, honey, exactly that.
Yeah.
So we've gone on right now. We've been going on for 13 minutes on this.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to cover like on the way out of this? Because this is like,
I don't want to hijack your life here.
Well, we do want to hijack. We want to hijack everyone's life that we come in contact with and get them to create their own vision that's going to move them forward and into a place where if you're stressed about something, it's a worthy opponent. It's something that if you actually reach, you're going to be happy rather than just enough to get you by. And that's what vision boards are about.
Would you like to pick a card with a message?
Yes. Tell me what I'm going to pick the third card over from the right.
Is this the right for you?
Sure.
1, 2, 3. This one, right?
Yeah. Tell me what the heck it is, first of all.
Oh, I'm I'm not sure whether you want to take this to your heart, but the message says inner temple,
I like it so
devotion.
far.
Devotion. I actually am not sure whether I'm completely familiar with what devotion means, but it actually, the message is devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Hmm?
Yes, I love that.
What is devotion?
Devotion to me, and we can go and look at a Webster's dictionary, part of it. But devotion to me is a form of commitment
Okay.
to somebody or something or some outcome, and it's the idea that you're wholeheartedly connected to that person, that outcome, that
Your
thing,
shared
that
vision.
belief, like shenanigans, for example, and fun.
To the shared vision. I think that's actually, it works then, right?
It works fantastically. It's
It
absolutely
works
awesome.
perfectly. Hmm.
Yeah. So that will be it for today. So if you're watching this later, enjoy, and hopefully you share a vision board of your own in the
Well,
process.
that would be fun.
How cool would it be if somebody else had a vision that they wanted to share and put it in chat or DM'd us? Something, a worthy opponent for this year, a worthy something that's going to take up give you enough emotional juice to do the things that you haven't been doing before.
And if you want me to give you a card as well from Work Your Light Oracle cards, just add the number below, and then I'm gonna shuffle the cards, count from the top the number that you have mentioned, and I'm gonna tell you what the cards are telling you or messages.
You'll drop a screenshot in the comments. Oh my gosh, that is magic. All
All
right.
right.
That's it for today.
The
Enjoy your day until tomorrow.
longest live ever
Yes.
for you.